I was on the outskirts of a little southern town, trying to reach my destination before the sun went down. The Ole CB was blaring away on channel 19 when there came a little boy's voice on the radio line. He said, "Breaker 19, is anyone there? Come back, truckers, and talk to Teddy Bear." Well, I keyed the mic and said, "You got it, Teddy Bear." And the little boy's voice came back on the air. "Appreciate the break. Who we got on that end?" I told him my handle, and then he began. "Now, I'm not supposed to bother you fellas out there. Mama said you're busy and for me to stay off the air. But you see, I get lonely and it helps to talk, 'cause that's about all I can do. I'm crippled and I can't walk." I came back and told him to fire up that mic and I'd talk to him as long as he'd like. "This was my dad's radio," the little boy said, "but I guess it's mine and Mom's now because my daddy's dead. Dad had a wreck about a month ago. He was trying to get home in a blinding snow, and Mom has to work now to make ends meet, and I'm not much help with my 2 crippled feet. She says not to worry, that we'll make it all right, but I hear her crying sometimes late at night. You know, there's one thing I want more than anything else to see. Oh, I know you guys are too busy to bother with me, but you see, my dad used to take me for rides when he was home, but I guess that's all over now since my daddy's gone. Not one breaker came on that old CB as that little crippled boy talked to me. I tried hard to swallow a lump that just wouldn't stay down as I thought about my boy back in Greenville town. Dad was going to take Mom and me with him later on this year. Why, I remember him saying, "Someday this old truck will be yours, Teddy Bear." But I know I'll never get to ride an 18-wheeler again. But this old base will keep in touch with all my trucker friends. Teddy Bear is going to back out now and leave you alone, 'cause it's about time for Mom to come home. But you give me a shout when you're passing through, and I'll sure be happy to come back to you. Well, I came back and said, "Before you go, 1010, what's your home 20, little CB friend?" Well, he gave me his address, and I didn't once hesitate, 'cause this hot load of freight is just going to have to wait. I turned that truck around on a dime and headed straight for Jackson Street 229. And as I rounded that corner, woo-wee, I got one heck of a shock. 18-wheelers were lined for 3 city blocks. Well, I guess every driver for miles around had caught Teddy Bear's call. And that little crippled boy was having a ball, for as fast as one driver would carry him in, another would carry him to his truck and take off again. Well, you better believe I took my turn in riding Teddy Bear. And then I carried him back in and put him down in his chair. And buddy, if I never live to see happiness again, I want you to know I saw it that day in the face of that little man. We took up a collection for him before his mama got home, and each driver said goodbye, and then they was all gone. He shook my hand with a mile-long grin and said, "So long, trucker, I'll catch you again, eh?" I hit that interstate with tears in my eyes, and I turned on the radio and I got another surprise. "Breaker 19, came a voice on the air. "Just one word of thanks from Mama Teddy Bear. We wish each and every one a special prayer for you, 'cause you just made my little boy's dream come true. I'll sign off now before I start to cry. May God ride with you. 10-4, and goodbye."
Big wheels rolling, moving on. Big wheels rolling, gotta keep 'em going. Big wheels rolling, moving on. White lines, lifelines to a nation. like Will and Sonny make the move. Living like a gypsy, always on the go, doing what the best know how to do. Jamming gears has got to be a fever, 'cause men become addicted to grind. It takes a special breed to be a truck driving man, and a steady hand to pull that load behind. Big wheels rolling, big wheels rolling, moving on. Big wheels rolling, gotta keep 'em going. Big wheels rolling, moving on. All that country music keeps 'em going, and Will and Sonny keep on moving on. A good hot cup of coffee is waiting up ahead, and the rhythm of the highway hums along. Jamming gears has got to be a fever, 'cause men become addicted to the grind. It takes a special breed to be a truck driving man, and a steady hand to pull that load behind. Big wheels rolling, big wheels rolling, moving on. Big wheels rolling, gotta keep 'em going. Big wheels rolling, moving on.
Gonna ride around in style, I'm gonna drive Cottonmouth and the Psychobilly Cadillac come on. This is the Cottonmouth, the negatory on the cost of this machine there, Red Rider. You might say I went right up to the factory and picked it up. It's cheaper that way. What model is it? Well, it's a 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59 automobile. Well, it's a 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69.
Roll on, Big Mama. Roll on, Big Mama. I like the way you sing. Roll on, Big Mama. The night time lets her free. Well, the feel of the wheel delivers me from a life where I don't want to be. And a piece of smoke with a heavy throat sings a song with a heavy note. And rambling is the life I chose, sitting here between these doors. Yellow line to keep in time, things that's running through my mind, through my mind. Roll on, Big Mama. I like the way you roll. Roll on, Big Mama. You are my very soul. Well, on through the snow and the driving rain, to the 40 below and the Bangor, Maine, to 110 and the Texas sun. There ain't no road that we ain't run. Up to the Colorado mountain tops, down to the desert where Reno stops, north to the green of Port of the Lane. There ain't no road that we ain't seen. We ain't seen. Roll on, Big Mama. You're singing out my song. Roll on, Big Mama. The highway is our home. Roll on, Big Mama. Hey, anybody out there got a copy on this Delta Road Hog? What's the smoky situation down there, boys? Mighty fine. I'm a-coming, I'm a-coming. Woo, son, I'm a-coming. So you got one down there on Market Road 124?
I was riding this 18-wheeler before they painted lines. Never made much money, thought I couldn't make no time. Used to be a running battle between old Smokey and me. But now I got a 6-foot Shakespeare, me and Ole CB. Well, tonight I got the front door, can't always have the rocking chair. Pigpen's got that back door closed, just told me on the air. Just checked out the westbound, Roadhog says she's clean. Looks like a money-making run for me and Ole CB. Ace the blue-eyed Indian still runs with single drive. Old single drive, he's a ratchet jaw, but he keeps the night alive. And Jolly Jack, that beaver nuts checking covers on the seat. We're looking for a red Pinto, me and Ole CB. Back goes Circle City peddler, boy, he's getting fat. He makes us turn at Derby Town. I couldn't live like that. That chicken coop is open, and so is DOT. Hey, appreciate that info, Cisco. Me and Ole CB. The California Devil, he's down at Market 25. He just hollered, breaker, breaker, hey, them bushes are alive. Now comb your hat, they're taking pictures down at 23. We'll give them a big fine smile, me and Ole CB. Now look at that four-wheel burn, baby. Just blew off my back door. Old Smokey's gonna get him. That's a big 10 for it. Now Hawkeye's had to hammer down since Nashville, Tennessee. He just saved some green stamps, thanks to me and Ole CB. 8-ball from Shaky City. He's talking to a bass. Coming on to that Cupid doll. You sound like a little pretty face. If If he'd give me a breaker, I'd tell her to go on down the street. She might be running single, like me and Ole CB. Windy City Charlie, he's down at Market 9. I just checked my 20 and I ain't running far behind. Me and this 18-wheeler, well, we're just about home free. Made damn good time, didn't pay one fine. Me and Ole CB. Yeah, come on in there, old brother. That's a big 10-4. Yeah, come on in there, old brother.
I'm a truck driving man. I stopped at a roadhouse in Texas, a place called Hamburger Dance. Heard that old jukebox start playing a tune called the Truck Driving Man. The waitress then brought me up some coffee. I thanked her, then called her back again. I said that old song sure does fit me, 'cause I'm a truck driving man. Pour me another cup of coffee, for it is the best in the land. I'll put a nickel in the jukebox and play a truck driving man. Well, I climbed back aboard my old CMI, and then like a flash I was gone. I got them old truck wheels a-rolling. Now I'm on my way to San Antone. When I get my call up to glory, they'll take me away from this land. I'll head this old truck up to heaven, 'cause I'm a truck driving man. Pour me another cup of coffee, for it is the best in the land. I'll put a nickel in the jukebox and play a truck driving man, and play a truck driving man.
Now 75 or 85 or I-20 the other way. Turn your squelch to the right and in the night you'll hear some good buddies say, breaker, breaker, got a picture taker, old smokers at 43. It's that Japanese toy, that trucker's joy that everybody calls CB. Yeah, Citizens Band. Keeps you up to date with the fender benders and the Tijuana taxis and them bears out there flip-flopping. Now ahead of your children and ahead of your wife, on the list of the 10 best things in life, your CB's got to read right around number 4. Of course, Beavers, Hot Biscuits, and Merle Haggard come 1, 2, 3, you know. Well, I was loaded down coming out of Lake City. I was checking out seat covers young and pretty, when all of a sudden there come a call over my CB, ringing wall to wall. Said, go to double nickels as you hit the ridge, 'cause this smoking picture takes you other side of the bridge. Oh, mercy, appreciate that, good buddy. What's your handle there? Come on. Got any county mounties out there prowling? Come on. And he said,
10-4, back door. Put the pedal to the metal and let it roar. Hammer down to Macon town. Gonna see my mama, sure. Well, the bears are gone, let's bring it on. Georgia line's out of sight. Pulled out of Richmond town last Saturday night, and my handle is the White Knight. How about it?
all right, White Knight, hammer down. You got the mean machine here. Well, there I was, a streak, and my needle was a peeking right around 79. That old diesel juice was a-getting loose, and everything was fine. When wall to wall, I got a call from a front door big bear trapper. Said Breakwood 9, good buddy of mine, you got a smoky and a plain white wrapper. Went out jam a stick, I lost 28 quick, you could hear them gears tearing. I got past Valbeaver in a Camaro, I was cruising along, going so slow I could count every button on that frilly blouse she was a-wearing. Of course there wasn't but one. Hey there, Super Trooper. Yeah, that's that crafty Smokey over there with the CB on his own. Hey, White Knight, let's slide one off on the Super Trooper. Come on.
10-4, back door, put the pedal to the metal, what you waiting for? That old white can't stay inside, gonna leave you here and say no more. How about it?
Wow, now, buddy, that's fighting talk. I'll get up there and blow your door off. When I hammered down like I had wings, little gravels on my wheels going ping, ping, ping. About the time I hit 92, I saw something flashing in my rear view. Thought to myself, that can't be true, but there it was, going blue, blue, blue. Uh-oh, bubblegum machine done hit the jackpot. Well, I could see that barrel laughing big, hanging in time on the back of my rig. Right there and then it come to me, wall to wall. So in that cold, dark Georgia night, in the shadow of Smoky Bear's blue light, I decided to make just one more CB call. Break 19 for the Super Trooper. Hey there, Smoky, old buddy. Tell me if I'm right. Are you the front door or are you the White Knight? Come on. And he said,
10-4, back door. You in a heap of trouble, boy, for sure. I'm gonna read you your rights and treat you fair. Just pull over there with your rocking chair. Want you boys to know each other real well, 'cause you're gonna be sharing the same jail cell. You make 12 cotton pickers I've caught tonight. Running front door is the White Knight. How about it? 40 miles over speed limit. You boys gonna be here a spell.
that's it, cotton pickers. I done the ground and my tail in jail and my rigging pounded. So when you're coming through the Georgia night, don't ever get no front door called the White Knight. No, sir. Wind up the pokey with Smokey. I'm gonna pull that old CB thing out by the wires. I don't care if it is Jones.
He's wanting her more than he's wanting his wife. Buddy, that's a good way to screw up your life. He sneaks off to see her when he gets a chance. Well, that's a perfect example of a negatory romance. Sneaking in the back door, that ain't no 10-4, it's a negatory romance. It's a real breaker when your heart is a faker, it's a negatory romance. Now girl, don't go chasing a man who ain't free. You know there are plenty fish in the sea. So girl, don't go chasing whatever wears pants. That's another example of a negatory romance. Sneaking in the back door, that ain't no 10-4, it's a negatory romance. It's a real breaker when your heart is a faker, it's a negatory romance. Slipping around the back streets of life, changing your handle for one cheating night, signing off your door band so you can dance. That's another example of a negatory romance. Sneaking in the back door, that ain't no 10-4, it's a negatory romance. It's a real breaker heart is a faker, it's a negatory romance.
Breaker 19, this here's a rubber duck. You got a copy on me, Big Ben? Come on. Yeah, 10-4, Big Ben, for sure, for sure. By golly, it's clean clear to Flagtown. Come on. Yeah, it's a big 10-4 there, Big Ben. Yeah, we definitely got the front door, good buddy. Mercy sakes alive, it looks like we got us a convoy.
Well, the dark of the moon on the 6th of June and a Kenworth pulling logs. Cab over Pete with a reefer on and a Jimmy hauling hogs. We's a heading for Bear on the I-10 about a mile out of Sheiky Town. I says, Pigpen, this here's a rubber duck, and I'm about to put the hammer down. By the time we got into Tulsa town, we had 85 trucks and all. But there's a roadblock up on the clover leaf, and them bears is wall to wall. Yeah, them smokies as thick as bugs on a bumper. They even had a bear in the air. I says, callin' all trucks, this here's the duck. We about to go hunting bear. Well, we rolled up Interstate 44 like a rocket sled on rails. We tore up all our swingle sheets and left them setting on the scale. By the time we hit that Chi-town, them bears was getting smart. They brought up some reinforcements from the Illinois National Guard. There was armored cars and tanks and jeeps and rigs of every size. Yeah, them chicken coops was full of bears and choppers filled the skies. Well, we shot the line. We went for broke with 1,000 screaming trucks and 11 long-haired friends of Jesus in a chartreuse microbus.
Yeah, rubber duck, you sodbuster, come over here. 10-4, sodbuster. Listen, you want to put that microbus in behind that suicide jockey? Yeah, he's holding dynamite and he needs all the help he can get.
Well, we laid a strip for the Jersey Shore, prepared to cross the line. I could see the bridge was lined with bears, but I didn't have a doggone dime. I says, Pigpen, this here's a rubber duck. We just ain't gonna pay no toll. So we crashed the gate doing 98. I says, let them truckers roll 10-4.
They're gonna be hauling the hogs out there for sure. Well, mercy sakes, good buddy, we're gonna